Hey guys, CandyMike here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Robots in Disguise Optimus Prime 2-pack. The 2-pack came with a Minicon. I do not remember the name of the Minicon, unfortunately. But here are the figures. There's Optimus. I like how they incorporated his trailer into his truck mode. And here is the Minicon, which reminds me of a Bakugan. Very Bakugan-esque. But anyway, I guess we'll take a look at the Minicon first. So, what you're going to want to do for transformation here is come to the back here. You see the crack going through the middle. You just stick your fingernails in there and you pry it apart through there. Now, unless you have fingernails, this would prove to be quite difficult. But once you undo it, you just pull the different sides and it'll sort of automorph as you pull them. You can see there, his legs flip out and his head flips up. The only thing you really have to do is flip his hands down. And there you have your little Minicon. Now, I like this Minicon. I think it's pretty cool. You can't really see it in there because the chest is sort of blocking it. But right in there you can see it a little bit. He has eyes. You just have this whole piece here is his head sculpt. Looks like a knight. Like I said, very Bakugan-esque. Reminds me highly of Bakugan, which I loved, which is probably one of the reasons that I love this thing so much. But that's pretty much it. There's not really any articulation at all in this guy. But I think the sculpt is a really good sculpt. I love it. The only main problem for some people would be that it's hollow on the back, but I don't really mind. Yeah, just flip his hands back in and close them back up. Sometimes it proves to be a little more difficult to get them closed up all the way, but yeah. There's the Minicon itself. Let's get to the actual figure of Optimus Prime. Now, this Optimus Prime figure I like a lot. It's one of my favorites, but something that makes it even cooler is it comes with these translucent armor pieces. And in robot mode, you would put all these armor pieces on him. You could combine them all into one weapon and stuff like that, but unfortunately, I do not know how to do that, so I can't really do that. But let's take a look at Optimus. So, let me bring the camera out. So first thing we want to do, we're going to look at the vehicle mode itself. There is one problem. Well, there's a couple problems with the vehicle mode. One, there's gappage galore all in this area. And two, you can sort of see the hands and the feet right away. Another one is another one. If you lift this up, he's got a little head there, so you can kind of see that. Or if you're not looking at it from the bottom, then it looks fine. I like this truck mode a lot. I just wish they could have found some way to panel this up a little bit more to cover all the gappage. But other than that, it's a really nice figure. So first thing you want to do, transformation, you want to take the top of the cab here and just pull it up. And that'll unpeg it. Then you just bring it upwards like this. And after you bring it upwards, you just rotate this whole section downwards, and it'll just stay and rest on his back. Now, the next transformation part, or the next step, is you're going to want to take this hands here, and there's a little spike right here that you could use, and you just pull on that to unpeg those from the legs. At this point, these are unplugged, so they're super loose. Next thing you want to do, grab them by the spikes here, and just bring them both outward in the opposite direction. So you should have that. Then you just bring this whole piece up and tab it into the torso. Bring the arms down, and then you could unpeg the legs. And there you have your robot mode for Optimus. Now, I really like the face sculpt on this one too. I think they did a very good job. It really captures how he looks in the show. If you guys haven't seen the cartoon series, you should definitely go check it out, because you probably won't know most of these characters if you haven't seen the show. But he looks really nice. Of course, you have the whole cab of the truck back here, but that doesn't really bother me too much. Articulation-wise, he's got rotation from side to side in the head. You can't go 360. Joints here, you go forward and back at the shoulder, in and out at the shoulder. You have a ball joint at the elbow, so it can move all around. Nothing at the waist. You don't have to do this, I'm just moving those out of the way so you can see better. Right here, in the whole crotch and thigh area, you get forward, backward movement, also outward, and then you get a bend in the knee, which is on a ball joint. So if you wanted, you could rotate that whole thing around. But that's it for that. How I think is, I think both of his modes look really good. I like both of his modes. I think they both work, and they're nice. But now, the thing we've all been waiting for is to add the armor and the weapons. So, he comes with the axe. That's sort of just the weapon that he can hold. But the first thing you want to do is find these pieces. These are bigger pieces. They're actually going to go like this. And there's little pegs on all these armor pieces, as you can see right there. And there's little ports in the places where you need to put them. And it's pretty easy, you just peg them in. They're pretty snug. And there's two of these, which are the arm things. You're going to want to have them like this. And there's, again, holes and pegs. So you just peg them onto the arms. Then, there's the chest piece, which there's two holes right there on either side of his torso. Right there by his Autobot logo. And there's one on either side. And what you do is this port's here, and you just basically plug that into his chest. Like I said, all these are pretty snug, so they're not going to fall out if he falls off a shelf or anything. Then, this piece actually comes separate. It's not attached, you just clip it on there. Once you get it out of the packaging, and then you just flip it up over his face, and there you have his armor. Put his giant axe weapon in his hand. Get that in there. You can't really see it that well, Oh, now you can. It's got a really nice battle mask there. It just flips over his regular head. Yeah, so you could get the little Minicon coming in here, being all like, "Rah, I'm gonna defeat you. There's nothing you can do about it. Rah, la, la, la." Axe. But yeah, anyway guys, this was a review of the Transformers Robots in Disguise, Optimus Prime, and Minicon 2-pack. If you want to see more reviews and stuff like this with Transformers, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.